Hi guys, today we are going to discuss Mathematics MB1 Paper 2 from 2023 November. It's EDEXCEL GCSE Math number 10. So question A says that figure 3 shows a solid prism ABCDEFGH. The base of prism ABCD is a rectangle and is horizontal. Trapezium BCHG is a cross section of the prism, and the measurement is given AP for BC3 and CH 2.4, GB is a 1.5 meter, and the angle given 90 degree of GBC and BCH and ABG, and one more is DCH is 90 degree. So A, calculate the volume of the prism. Well, you may pause this video if you need time to do your question answer first, then after that you can see the discussion and play again. Okay, let's check out the answer, guys. So the volume of the prism, volume has the formula of volume has the formula of cross section times height. Now cross section in here is the area of trapezium, given formula down here. So we just have to include the formula. Half times A and B is the parallel side of the trapezium is 1.5 and 2.4. So 1.5 plus 2.4 times the height of trapezium is the side AB that connect the two cross section. This cross section FADE and GBCF, so it's 4. Then we just have to calculate with calculator, and we'll get 23.4 cubic meter. Okay, B. So now guys, we have a question B. Calculate the angle of depression in degrees to one decimal place of G from E. How do we do this? First, we have to make the angle of EGN. So then we draw the FGMN that is parallel to ABCD and connect G to N, so we will get the angle GEN. This GN we can count by actually EN and GN. So EN will be the 2.4 minus 1.5, and GN will be the diagonal of ABCD, that is the GM square plus MN square, that is parallel to BC, GM parallel to BC, and then NM is parallel to DC, so we can just square this to get the hypotenuse, and add the 3 square plus 4 square become then square root it, so it become 5. Now the theta in here is angle GEN is the opposite over hypotenuse, opposite over adjacent, TOA, sorry, TOA, so it's GN over EN, GN over EN is opposite over adjacent, and then GN is 5, EN is 0.9, so we can get the theta by the inverse of 10, so it will be tan inverse of 5 over 0.9, that is 79.8 degree. But the work is not yet done. There's one more final step, that is to find the real angle of depression. So the real angle of depression is symbolized as alpha, because that is how a person from E look down towards G. So angle of depression of G from E, the correct angle of depression is alpha. So how do we get alpha? Alpha and beta form 90 degrees. So to get alpha, we just have to subtract 90 degree minus 79.8, that is 10.2 degree. That is our answer. Now guys, we have the question number 10C. Calculate the length in meter to 3SF of AH. How do we do this? The point P line, this is for question D, and so let's solve 10C first. AH, so we have to draw diagonal AH, and then diagonal AH is in the triangle AHC, so then we just copy paste and write down the triangle AHC and then with the dimension. So AC is 5 and then CH is a 2.4 and 5. How do you get 5 is from the square root of 4 square plus 3 square. Square root of 3 square plus 4 square is square root of 25 equals to 5. Now for this triangle we have to find the AH, which is the hypotenuse. Let's move on. So AH equals to the square root of AC square plus HC square, that is equals to square root of 5 square plus 2.4 square, and if we count the calculator, it will be 5.55. That's our answer. Okay guys, now we are in question 10D. The point P lies on line GH, and such that GP is equals to 2 over 3 GH, and point Q lies on BC, such that BQ equals to 2 over 3 BC. D, calculate in degrees to 1 place of angle APQ. To do this question, we have to locate the position of a P and Q on line GH and line BC. Let's sketch. So we sketch this point, and then we want to make a triangle of PA and then Q, and this is our point PQ, and PQA we have the triangle, and also to get the angle APQ we have to know the length of PQ and AQ. So how is it possible to find out PQ? So we have to observe the triangle, this GMH, because this is a trapezium. So if we cut on this line GM, we'll have a piece of triangle at the top, which I copy paste in here, and then what we do is we mark the intersection point R and we focus on this triangle, and if we observe this triangle GHM, which we copy paste from here, and with the line PR. Okay, now we see that GPR is similar to GHM. What is the proof of that? The similarity of triangle is side, angle, side. So what is the side? So two sides are proportional. How do we know it's proportional? Because it's a 2 out of 3 from GP is 2 out of 3 of GH, and GR BQ is 2 out of 3 of BC. So this is parallel, BQ and GR. So this is also 2 over 3 of GM. Now the angle is a common angle. Okay, so sorry, the same corresponding angle of PGR and HGM. This is the common angle here. So now we know that triangle PGR is similar to HGM. Based on that, we can count the length of PR, because PR is part of PQ. If we know PQ and we know AQ, then we can solve this angle problem, angle APQ. So since we know that Q and R is parallel to BG, that is a 1.5. Now up to here 1.5. So what can we do after this is we count the length of HM. HM is here. This is 2.4 minus 1.5, because up to here is 1.5. So we can know that HM is 0.9. So then we can get PR, which is 2 out of 3 of HM is 2 over 3 times 0.9, that is 0.6. And then PQ, the whole thing from here is 0.6 plus this part is 1.5, becomes 2.1. After that, we can actually also count the BQ. What is BQ here? BQ is this is 2 out of 3 of BC, so we can count that is a 2 out of 3 times 3 is 2. So why do we need to find BQ? Because BQ and AB is part of a triangle, and we can get the AQ is square root of AB squared plus BQ squared, the square root of 4 square plus 2 square, because this is 4 square AB and BQ is 2 square. We have count at the top here. So square root of 4 square plus 2 square is 16 plus 4 is square root of 20. That is AQ. Now we already know AQ. So we know AQ and we know PQ. And this is a right angle triangle. Let's sketch this triangle to make it clear. Then we can use SOHCAHTOA to find the angle APQ. So we sketch the triangle AQP, and then this opposite is adjacent and hypotenuse. So this is hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. So this is the right angle here. This is the base, this is the vertical. So of course they are right angle. So now we just have to use the formula SOHCAHTOA. So since we know opposite and adjacent, we use TOA. Tan theta is AQ over PQ. That's opposite over adjacent. And then AQ is a square root of 20, and then PQ is 2.1 from previous calculation. Then if we continue the calculation, we'll get theta is inverse tan of 20, so 20 over 2.1, that is 64.8 degree. Okay guys, today's discussion is conducted by Study Tuition Online. We cater for all the subject and this program. Email us if you are interested to join with our online tuition. Subscribe and ring bell so you'll not miss any of our latest video, as we keep updating daily, weekly, monthly. And check the link below, don't describe, as there is free resources from grade 3 up to grade 12, and also calculus and for pre-course. Bye bye and see you for now. If you have any question, any difficult question, you can upload in Google Drive, send the link in comment section. We will see what we can do for you. And bye bye, and don't forget to give likes to the video. It will encourage us to make more video like this. Bye bye and God bless you.